Hello everyone, how are you? It's Laurie and I'm here to do a general reading for anyone that comes across it. I hope that all of you are happy, healthy, and having some fun. If you're a returning viewer, you know I love you guys to pieces. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. I hope you find something that resonates and that you come back in the future. Let's go ahead and lay this spread out and see what we've got here for you. Let's see. Oh, we've got some good cards coming out here. Look at that. Wheel of Fortune, Fool, the Sun. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at your message here. See what's coming out. Or what has come out, I guess I should say. Let me move these up just a touch. All right. So your first card here is the King of... The King of Pentacles, or coins, if we want to call it that. Something very stable. There could be an abundance of stability. I keep hearing stable, stability. Abundance coming to you in many different forms. It depends on who you are and what your needs are. Okay, what your actual needs are. I'm hearing they will be met and maybe even exceeding what your expectations are. Somebody who has been looking for a job or a career or a money maker, what you've been putting your energy into, what you've been attempting to do has been fine. However, no matter what it was that you were seeking, that's not exactly what you're going to receive. What you're going to receive is going to be different and better. So say you applied for a job. You're just looking for a job. So you went to McDonald's and you applied to get in and on the ground floor. Even though maybe you've got life experience and other things. You said, you know what? I just need a job. Let me go in and see if I can make some money here. So you applied for the job and they come back and they're like, well, we see here that you have a family you've taken care of, blah, 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 whatever it is. They see that you have other talents or skills. And they say, we're actually looking for floor help, but we're looking for a manager. Would you be interested? And you're like, whoa, I never even thought I'd be able to because I've been having such a tough time looking for a job. Okay, so if that's like your vibe right now, that you're seeking stability, you're seeking money, you're seeking a job, you're after something here. What I'm getting is you're holding the bar too low, but that's not necessarily intentional. Like you're not trying to keep yourself from making more. You are just maybe not preparing yourself for something better. Your expectations may be too low. All right, let's go ahead and see what's your obstacle here. Queen of Diamonds. So we have a matching pair here. You're looking at someone and someone's looking at you, and I'm getting they're not happy with each other. If you look at these cards, they do not look very happy with each other. So even though you may be seeing someone around you or seeing the situation, oh, exactly what I just said. Your challenge here is to expect more. You are seeing this much, but this is a matching pair in the tarot, which means it's so much more than if it was just a king of coin and a queen of swords, okay? This is a true pairing. So what you are seeing right now is like this, okay? But you should be setting your sights up here. You should be expecting more than what you're seeking. And the challenge is that you may be telling yourself, well, I'm only good for this, or I can only do that, or someone around you may be saying these things, and this is the place to go. Now, I am getting some of you are going to have abundance come to you unexpectedly, but that's not most of you. That is not for most of you. You will need to raise that bar. You will need to go past and do more than what you're doing. You will have to take action on something here. All right, and what I'm getting, what's on your mind here is the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Coins. You're fine where you're at. You're not moving. You haven't done anything. And this is why your expectations are a little bit too low. You're like, you know, I'm okay if I just do this. You know, it's funny because I've pretty much lived my life kind of like that, where I'm okay. If I'm okay, I'm okay. But I know I could do so much more. I know, and I'm actually at that point now where I am doing all those things that maybe I should have done before. And again, it was just like I was in a place where if my needs are met, I'm good. And I didn't really challenge myself. Spirit saying, raise the bar. You will get more. You have to take action. Maybe you don't want $1 million, but don't you want enough to take care of everything in your life without stress, without worry? If so, then you will need to take a different course than what you've been taking. All right, we've got the Wheel of Fortune here as your overall foundation for this reading, which tells me that you are, it says here, fortune favors the bold. You want something more, okay? You do want something more. You have desires. Oh, that's why. Okay, same here. Same here. Your desires in the past, when you went after what you went after, you were bold. You were courageous. You were brave. You went after things you wanted in the past. And you got, I'm not even going to say shot down, because this is not that. This is more, you put your desires out there. You said what you wanted to go for, what you wanted to do, what you wanted to accomplish, thinking that the person you were talking to was going to be by your side, help you achieve that goal, that desire. And yet that person or that business took what you said, turned it around into how it could benefit them, and left you in the dust. Left you in the dust. Took credit for what you did, made themselves look awesome, and made you, I'm getting actually, made you look pretty worthless here. Made you look like you were lazy, didn't have any intelligence even. Wow, that's the past. That's in the past though. You know, I'm getting here, you know internally, you know inside yourself that you have the talents and the skills, and eventually you will find the right place to put those things in order to achieve your deepest desires, okay? And what I'm hearing is, if you are one of those people, you have that opportunity right now, but because of where you've been been holding back. You've been holding back. You've been saying, you know what, I'm tired of getting burned. I'm tired of people taking advantage of me having the idea and other people taking credit for it, other people running with it, other people doing it. You're going to change that here. Your immediate future is the Fool card. You're ready. You're even scouting things out. So even though you're kind of like fed up here, you're also fed up. You're holding steady and protecting what's yours, what you have, but you are ready to be bold, to be brave, and you're keeping quiet about it this time. You're not telling everybody what's going on. You're not announcing ahead of time so that somebody else can take credit for what you want to do. This is something Spirit is saying you need to do on your own. Okay, don't share this with other people. Don't talk about this before you've actually accomplished this, or at least got it started and rolling. You are striking out on a new path here. You're looking carefully, at what options you have out there. Look at this. I'm getting here. You're leaving behind something here. I mean, it's so small. It's not even worth your time anymore to where you are literally moving on. You're moving on, letting that go. And I'm getting it could be leaving home, your ancestral grounds. It could be just leaving a belief system behind that's been holding you back. Something here. You're looking out for different opportunities. You're looking forward. You're going to travel lightly. You're going to take some chances. You're going to invest in yourself, I'm hearing. Invest in yourself. Get education. Doing those things that will help you feel more balanced, more stable, yet create something beautiful, abundant. Okay? Here we have the sun. And the sun brings clarity and understanding. But what I'm noticing with this card right now in your message is you got burned. You got burned. You got too close to success and you got burned. This is your past influence here. See, things where you should have trusted them. Sun, sunflowers. You reached out. You thought you were going to have help. Somebody to stand by you, work with you, do something with you here. You did not expect this to turn on you. You really did think that this was going to be beneficial for you and that other person, the job. I'm even getting that like you brought something to the table here in a lot of different forms. And they sat there, smiled at you, agreed with everything that you said. Was like, yes, we can do this. Yes, this is going to be beautiful. Yes, we've got a great future together. And then they turn around and they stabbed you in the back. They took all the credit. They ran with this. They went and found other people. They found another person or another company or something. And they worked with them and left you in the dust. Wow. Yeah, that you got burned here. And it should have been somebody you could have trusted. Like, oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. All right. Let's see how you view yourself handling this situation. How are you going to deal with it? You're going to turn things upside down. You're dumping out 2 of these 3 cups here, and you're focusing on yourself. Whatever they do, let them do, is what I'm hearing. You're going to keep your peace. You're going to bring things together, but it's going to be your way, your thing. This is not somebody else's thing. I'm hearing a story here about, I worked for a medical component company called Welch Allen years ago. And there was a story of a woman that worked there that created a widget that helped her do her job better. Well, when you work for a company, they own any ideas that you have. Okay, so if that widget, because it worked to help her do her specific job and she was being paid by that company, she didn't get credit for that widget. She didn't get anything. I don't think they gave her anything for that, but they mass produced that widget and made millions. Okay. So similar story here. Somebody may have done this to you. Not that you worked for that. Maybe you did work for that company and you did not realize that as long as they were paying you your paycheck, anything you did on the job was for them. For them. Okay. A lot of us here don't realize that that's how businesses work. Now, does it feel right? No, but it makes sense. Okay. If they're paying you a paycheck, anything you do while you are at work is work related, or you shouldn't be doing it. Anyways, you are turning things upside down. You're keeping quiet. And the whole point of that widget story was that you may have come up with an idea while you're working for this company, and you realize that you could actually go off and start your own business and create that thing instead of letting it be there for them to take advantage of. Okay, you're not using it at work currently. You've not talked to anybody at work about the idea you've come up with. You haven't actually created it yet, but now maybe you're going to go off on your own, create this thing, and then sell it to that company. Woo-hoo, look at you go. Okay, so here, and I do feel like that's kind of like your ideas, your thoughts, your plans were taken from you. and run off, other people ran off with your ideas. All right, here though, you're keeping it to yourself. You'll work it out. You'll figure it out. There will be things that you need to bring together, resources such as money and stuff like that, but that will work itself out. That kind of thing will work itself out. And you actually feel very competent. You feel very happy. Your emotions are up and down and excitement. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of excitement here. And your excitement is overpowering your worry. All right, how is the environment going to treat you here? You've got the 5 of Swords. Is that swords or wands? It is wands. Okay, so you've got the 5 of Wands. Learning how to navigate through things. There could be competition. Looking into what type of competition you have out there. Not talking about it. Okay, there is somebody around you, and you know exactly who I'm talking about, that would compete with you to achieve this stability, this financial wealth, this thing before you. They have been competing with you for a long time, so keep an eye out on that, okay? You know who that is if that's somebody in your life already. You will overcome this, okay? You will overcome this, but you're going to have to persevere. You're going to have to stick with this. But I feel the energy coming from you is you want this. Yeah, you're kind of like, here at the beginning of this message, you're like, I don't want to put myself out there again. I don't want to do this anymore. But you're going to. Something sparks you. And you realize the biggest thing that you can do is keep this to yourself, not share this. Just keep going. Focus on what it is you want. So like if you're working for a company right now and you've got this idea, you're going to go to work every day, just do your job. You're not going to do anything with that idea while you work for that company. You'll go home at night and you'll think about it. You'll plan. You'll look at resources. You'll look for what you need. Okay? Yeah. But you're not going to do any of that at work. So you're just going to have to stick with whatever until you can actually get everything figured out. You don't have to have it all figured out either, I'm hearing from Spirit. Until you get that ball rolling enough to where you can, it's your thing, okay? All right, let's go ahead and see what we have here as your outcome. You've got the 2 of Cups. Perfect. You have the Page of Cups. And you have the 4 of Wands. Awesome. Look at that. That's a beautiful outcome. You find the balance, the harmony. You're pouring your own cup into your own cup, but it's bringing benefits to you. So no matter which way we look at it, it's good. It's 2 cups. It's got water flowing in both ways. Okay? Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. The Page of Cups, what is that? The Page of Cups is all about offers coming to you, information coming to you, compassion. Somebody may be saying, hey, I want to get into a commitment with you. I want to sign a contract with you. I want to be in a relationship with you. I love you. Let's get married. Let's have a contract here. Okay, there's the commitment from somebody else coming towards you. And it's going to be a good offer here. It is going to be a good, solid offer. Love that. Let's see if we can find out. All right, I got some Pisces energy here. Libra straight right at us. Big time Libra energy here. Aquarius to the left. There's a little bit, I can't even see what it is. Spirit's telling me not to look. All right, so Pisces up top, Aquarius to the left, and that Libra energy straight up. Let's see what we have here with a letter dice. Xavier, Phoenix, Nepal, Pavlo, Hope, Utopia, Volpe, Phoenix, nope, already said that. I'm not getting it right. Venus. Thank you. I appreciate your patience. I'm hearing a word and I don't know how to say it. It's UP. All right, it just changed. I'm hearing uptown, Upton, uptown, something like that. It was completely different. All right, it was a really long word too. Nexus, Venetia. I'm getting Volpe again. Vani, Newton, New Zealand, Ohio, Honey, Winston, oh, I got to tell you what happened. I was fixing my hair earlier today, and I kept hearing, oh, now what was it? Nay. And I have nobody around me that would be called Nay. And I kept asking Spirit, what does that mean? Who is this for? And Spirit told me to remember it when I was doing the letter dice for today. Okay. It can be absolutely anybody, but it sounds like a child saying nay. And it might possibly be that they cannot say Renee, but it could also be like Nana. You know what I'm saying? It's nay. I take it only if that makes sense for you, but Spirit asked me to remember it during your reading, and this is several hours later, so here Spirit reminded me. All right. New Orleans, Orion, Onion, Union. I'm hearing Pooh, and I do know a nickname, somebody named Pooh. Henry. Yeah, Beth, Binet, Clark, Carolina, Carolyn, Ned, Neville, Nefertiti. Woohoo. All right. I don't know why it came out that way. That's too funny. Glenn. Oh, it looks like cannoli, but it's got a G. Gannoli. It sounds very Italian. Bacon. Beverly. Bovine. Womack. Ivan. Zitzi, I don't know. Maybe it's, I don't know. It's not the fly. It could be, but it's not the fly. All right. Axel, Alistair, Abigail, Anubis. What is going on? Anna, Annapolis. Weird stuff today. All right, Emily, Enrique, Ensign, Wesley, women's group. Somebody's in a women's group right now. Sam, Summer, like a girl's name, Sumner, Bobby, Bobby Boxwood. I don't think those things go together, but that's the way it came out. Finn, Phonetic, Phoenician, Phoenicia, Ahi, Aria, Aaron, Urethra, Sage, Song, Vogue, Dante, Donnie, Devin, Downer, Downing, Desmond, Rebecca, Barry, Berry, Elbrisi, Amari, Amy, Allison, Alicia, Miley, Des, and CJ. That's what I've got for you guys. Bye.